It's Treasure Danae.
Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Treasure Danae, and I'm back with another video. I've been trying to do this video for some time now, but it's about time. So I'm here today at my job, my wonderful job. As y'all see in the back, y'all can't see the names, but y'all definitely can see some rhythms. So today I'm doing day in the life as a monitor tech. Which is also basically an EKG Tech. Instead, I don't go and put on the leads and I just don't do all day x-rays on people. I just sit in the back and look at the heart rhythms. If anything look crazy, I call the nurses for it. I tell the nurses when the heart rates are too high, and I'll tell them if somebody's coding like flatlining, or if it looks like the heart rhythm is getting too low and stuff like that, when it just goes off randomly because the patient's moving or if they're doing patient care. That's all. So I don't know why all of a sudden you want to go off now, but it's going off now. So give me a second, y'all. Hi. I know I went to school to become an EKG tech, which is the same thing as a teletech basically. So I sit here for 12 hours and I chart. So what I do is chart on the computer, which I can't show y'all my computer because it does have my job name on it. And I don't want y'all to know where I work at, which is just for safety reasons. And then 2 is what I do is chart on signage. So there's a PRI, a QRS, and a QT. I will definitely put in a picture of what that's supposed to look like. And what else? So what I do is I have to write down telemetry call log, which is this. It's blank right now, but I do have one that's filled out with the patient's name on it, like that. Y'all can't see that because it got patient's names on it, and their bedrooms, and with the time. So the reason I do that is to make sure the nurses are being notified of what's happening with their patient. So we'll say 20 bed 4, no connection. No connections mean that I'm not able to read any heart rhythms. It's just showing a whole bunch of lines. And then the other option is, I'm gonna say 220 bed 4 is leads off. So it shows just a straight line, or it's literally just saying on the screen leads are off, which means that I may be able to see a rhythm, but also the rhythm is probably incorrect, or I just can't have I can have a rhythm but with no heart rate. And it's kind of hard trying to figure out what the heart rate is sometimes because of the printing of the papers and stuff. So we just ask the nurse to fix the leads. And yeah. So right now ICU is completely empty, which is why I'm able to do this video today. They said it was too hot in ICU for the patients, which, you know, ICU is just standard for those that are basically not doing very well. So, you know, they're easily adjusted with temperature. Basically, they can either be hot or super cold. Most of them are pretty hot or in the middle, which is why they got moved out. Yeah, and what else? And I think that's about it. I don't know why he did this. I really can't show y'all too much again because a lot of this stuff has the patient's names and things like that, and I am not letting HIPAA get me, okay? It's not happening. So I would do my best trying to show y'all like heart rhythms without showing names. They normally are PVCs, PJCs, or PACs, which is premature atrial contractions, I think. Contractions. Basically, a rhythm that's happening early. There's PVCs, which is also a rhythm happening earlier, but the ventricular part is wider. And there's a PJC, when it has no PRI, basically. I believe I said that right. It's a lot easier. What is that? Is that the TV? I'm gonna, So I don't like being back here by myself. It's just weird. I'm used to a lot of noise and stuff. The only noise that I hear is the fan and the TV. And I normally don't watch the TV. So I don't know if I'm gonna keep that on, to be honest. And yeah, that's about it. Peace, y'all. P wave, which is PRI. There's a QRS, and there's Q to T, all the way. If you have no PRI, you have a PJC. If you have a pack, this is normally gonna be very much smaller. When I mean small, I mean small. And then a PVC, which is premature ventricular complex, I believe. This most likely, the QRS will be upside down and a lot wider. So yeah. Due to the fact of they say it's too hot in here for the patients, which is understandable. We literally only have 2 fans and there's 4 patients, and they're all like have this little border in between, so they're not close to each other. Well, they're semi-close, but not very that close. So the fan can't go to both patients. Like each patient needs their own fan when the AC's broke, but we don't have 4 fans to give out, which is why all the patients got moved out to be on the floor. They're all in one room, but the room that they're in on the floor has AC. Our power had went out like sometime last week, and it's been it always takes a little while because our building is so small for them to come fix things. So we do have this little manual, the manual fan or whatever, but again, these patients are very, these patients are very sick. Most of the time they are on drip. I can't really express what that is because I just know it's the type of medication that flows most of the time. But these patients have medication that has to flow at all times. Hi. Oh. You love me?
Hi.
Thank you. You said it's hot? Oh. It's not hot. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, sorry y'all. But again, see, everybody says it's hot in here, but I'm naturally cold because I am anemic and I have not been taking my iron pills. Iron pills just make my stomach hurt. Like, I'm sorry I gotta say it like that, but it does. It makes my stomach hurt very bad. Or it just feels like I am just like stuffed when I haven't like ate anything. So yeah, I told her to bring me up ginger ale. Y'all know ginger ales from the hospital are so good. And yeah, so I'm gonna try my best to show y'all some rhythms without the heart rate showing. The rhythms go from sinus rhythm, sinus arrhythmia, I always say VTAC, but VTAC. We have AFib, a flutter. Intraventricular delay or something like that. Yeah, I'm gonna try my best to show y'all how to me charting and stuff, but a lot of stuff has my job name on it, and I don't want y'all to see that because no ma'am, like you already know what state I'm in, but to know what hospital I work at is a lot. Even though there's multiple hospitals within the area, I'm just good off that. So thanks for watching. Keep watching. If you want to see something specific, please let me know. Sorry y'all, every time I record it's always like 1 or 2 people going off and nothing's really happening, which is why I have not communicated to the nurse like anything happening. So just to be aware, I know some hospitals use cell phones to like keep in touch with each other, but we use walkie-talkies again because it is in one building and there's only one floor. So even though sometimes it is hard to get in touch with nurses or CNAs, we use walkies. Or if it's like very important, I'll call the nursing station and I'll tell the nurse if they're there, or I'll either call the supervisor if it's like urgent. I only had to call maybe one code. Is it a code blue? No, one rapid response when it comes to heart issues. I only called one, and that one, whew, that was hectic. I recently seen a real flat line, and I was shocked because this lady, I thought she was gonna pull through. Also, with being a monitor tech, I wouldn't say don't get your hopes up, but you know, be hopeful for these people, but also be aware that like don't get your feelings too in touch when it comes to certain patients, because that lady, if I would have got super close with her because she was the sweetest little thing, I probably would have cried, because when she died I was like, what the heck. Like, I literally went in there every day, was like, hey sweet pea, like, you know, make sure that you're nice to these people, because some of these nurses and CNAs aren't. Even though I go in there random times of the day, which is probably 12, 4, 3, I try not to go in there like 6 or 7 anymore because it's just a lot going on at that time. So I try to do it on in between 12 when I'm free, and that's just changing batteries or or fixing leads. Also, be aware, some of these patients are kind of, very smart. So when it comes to these monitors, these boxes, and I'm gonna show y'all actually really quick. This is how it looks. The boxes look literally like this, and it's upside down. So you have black and white, then it's red and green at the bottom. It's some type of song that my supervisor uses to remember. I think she says like green grass, red fire, and then something like that. I need to remember that because sometimes I forget and I just look at the box the whole time, which is fine because that's how I know it's going to be working. And here's the leads that just connect onto it. Again, there's red, green, white, and black. You fix the battery, so you open it, you press on it on the side, and you open it, you put the battery in, close it. The green one is a power button. I normally press like enter or one of these buttons to see if it's actually functioning correctly. And yeah, that's all I really have to do. But yeah, when I was saying some of these patients are very smart. When it comes to these leads, I have to call and let the nurse or CNA know that it is off. Some of these patients will literally rip it off themselves because they know I'm a call to tell the nurse to fix it. And if they need something, the nurse is going to be in there because I'm calling for it, and it's not just this. And I say that because some of these patients, some of these nurses and CNAs, they be busy. But when it comes to tele, they have to get it done because that's a safety hazard. Like, you know, unless they're actually doing patient care on another person, then somebody else will do it. But if they're not and they're just chilling around, the patient will rip it off themselves, and then I'll call for it. Even if the call light's on, I'll call for it, and they'll go in there and do both. So, yeah. I always keep my charger on me. I should have brought my iPad because I'm going to be bored all day. Like, I literally just have my phone, which is a small screen, and the TV. And I don't even watch the TV because it's just boring. I'm sitting here talking to y'all, but I need to be actually charting. So what I do, excuse me, at 8 o'clock, patient's name, we don't do that. Sorry, y'all. So I do this, which is sinus rhythm, really has a PRI, a QRS, and here is the QT. All right, this is what no connections look like. It's literally a whole bunch of straight lines. Literally, it's just nothing there. The top was no connection, and this one goes back in and out of no connection. This one. All right, you see this straight line right here is leads is off. There's no rhythm. It's just a straight line. That's normally a flat line, how it's supposed to look. Sometimes it's a little wavy and bouncy, but this one says check electrode, so that means the leads are off. You see, 145 is something I will call for. If that person was not one of this person is normally running high at this time. We don't know why. They give the patient medication, so yeah. 36 is also something I will call for because it is a low braiding. So I would have to call that just to let the nurse know. These are also some heart rates, which are all of these are actually really good. Then there's this one at 130. Anything above 125 I will call for because it's just not a regular heart rate.
Code blue in room 20.
There's this. So all the empty ones are either no connection or leads off.
Alright, y'all, I almost got caught up. Again, I don't want y'all to know where I work at, so I made a video and I just deleted it because it literally had my job's name on it. Biggest Day. That's a no-go. We don't get down like that. I'm just playing my hair because it is very dirty. Like, even though my curls look alright, it's very dirty. I look freaking wild. Like, my edges is poofing up. That's because I didn't use a proper gel. Like, I don't even use Eco Gel, but I decided to use Eco Gel, and you see how my, like, what, girl? No. Alright, y'all. Bye. Alright, y'all. Since it's 10:42, and I'm just starting to chart on the computer. I charted on the paper, but I'm gonna try my best to show y'all how I chart. We use ProTouch, or I think it's ProTouch as our device to actually chart in the computer. If you have ProTouch, run, because it's just an old freaking system. Like, it's so freaking old and it's always slow sometimes. Alrighty, so this is what I have to put in. Give me a second. Let's start this over. So observation is the rhythm on my paper that I put. Okay, I gotta hold it really quick. It's gonna be sinus, so we're gonna put in normal. We're gonna press proceed. The lead type is always gonna be lead 2. The alarm is 150 over 50, so that means if the heart rate hits 150, it should alarm, and if it goes down to Brady, it should also alarm. Now this one is where it gets a little rough. So on my paper it's 90. PRI is 16. Go back. QRS is 8, which is a normal QRS, and the QT is 36. This is how it should look. And yeah, and I'll press proceed twice, and that's it. Alright, y'all. So I look wild, and I mean wild, but that's cool. That's cool. Once I get home, I'll get myself together. I literally have to work 3 days back to back, so I may do, like, you know, come to work with me. So I just want to give y'all an update. So what I normally do is I do sometimes work orders, which is when things are not working, I'll put it in. Since we do not have a clerk at night that does certain things, I will call for a chest x-ray sometimes. And also I will put up the papers around 6 o'clock. Yeah, 6 o'clock that I had went through. And then also, so I have a patient that is DNR, which means do not resuscitate, basically. So no CPR when it comes to that patient flatlining. The nurse just told me that his saturation is low, so he'll be passing soon. I'm just praying that he'll pass when I'm either on break or just not here. His things keep coming off, like his leads keep coming off. So I'm not even sure if I am going to get like a actual heart rhythm or that flat line, because his leads just keep coming off. I don't know why. What else do I do? I have to update the label book. Alright, real quick update. I don't know what's going on, y'all, but these people have been just coming off the telly like it ain't nobody. I don't know. So I can't leave out of this ICU because there's no nurse in here to take over for me. Literally, everybody is either, not everybody, but at least one person on each screen is either no connection, leads are off, and I'm about to show y'all what no connection looks like. So give me a second. And yeah, this is all I see all day. You hear the little ding 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 every time leads come off. Every time it shows that there's VFib or VTAC. And yeah, so that's about it. This is my day one being back. I got 2 more days after this, and yeah, so bye y'all. Hey y'all, it's Treasure Danae, and I'm back. Y'all, these 5 days has tore me up, and I mean tore me up. So we on the last day of the week, and thank God I don't have to work on Monday because I would be super tired. So this week I worked Monday, I worked Tuesday, I didn't work Wednesday, I came back Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I don't work on Sundays because that is the day that I take to renew my mind, but also to spend time with God for real. I go to church that day most of the time, or sometimes depending on how I'm really feeling, I sleep in. I may sleep in tomorrow because of the way I'm feeling right now, and I ain't gonna put my business out there, but just the way I'm feeling. Y'all had to start this video over because my name tag was showing in the back, and again, I don't want y'all to know what I work at because that's a no-go. Alright, so as you see, I'm talking all loud and stuff because they put us in ICU. All the telemonitors all the teletechs have been in ICU by themselves. Literally, there's no patients here. The AC went out like a week ago, and the building that I work in is pretty old, so it takes them a while to come and fix things. So but it said that the patients are actually on the floor. The patients are on the floor, and we're in here. I'm always normally cold because I am anemic, so I don't like to take the iron pills. I probably said this earlier in another piece of the video, but yeah, y'all. So it's 10:11 right now. I'm almost done charting. I can't show you on my screen because it does have the facility name I work on, but again, we use ProTouch. So if your facility use ProTouch, I feel you because I'm sick of it. It's very old. It very slow most of the time, and also it's just like you have to do so much that you probably won't have to do with the other types of systems. This is a lot of times how I'm focusing. I focus on the computer, and if an alarm is going off, most of the time I know it's going to go right back off. Right now I have a patient that's running in the 150s. She previously have done this before, which is the only reason I haven't called for it. Her doctor is aware, the nurses are aware. I'm not sure if they're gonna give her some medicine. I hope they are. I'm surprised she hasn't like called for it or said that she's hurting or anything, because normally she always calls for the nurse. But at the same time, I do have sometimes my walkie off because it's just too much. Like, y'all hear the fan in the back? It's very loud. Well, the fans that we have a manufacturer fan that went out. Well, I thought it went out, but you really have to replace you have to like dump the water that comes out of the AC, basically, that's been leaking. And if you don't replace it, it turns off. So found something out new. What else I have in mind? So y'all know Thanksgiving is on Thursday. I plan on doing my hair on Monday or Monday or Wednesday, because those are the days that I'm off. So I have a style that's in mind, and I pray it comes out so cute, because the last time I tried to do a dye, I was not a fan. Me and Pink are like besties. I love Pink. I don't know, I just love the way Pink looks on me. So I'm planning on doing a black, blonde, and pink like highlight kind of look with some what is it? On some body wave hair, and it's gonna be curled with layers. That's my plan. Every time I do layers, they don't come out right. So I'm praying I can finesse it this time, because I don't want to mess up another wig. I literally had bought a bob. I tried to cut it shorter, and that didn't happen. Okay. I was just making sure none of the names of the facility I work at is here. I might be able to show y'all my little setup. So this is all I hear all night. Every little ding that y'all hear, I hear it all night. So if you don't want to watch this, I totally understand, because it gets annoying. And I mean, it gets annoying. I literally cut my finger. Alright, hopefully that silenced them for a while. I cut my finger today trying to just being slow. I'm not even gonna tell y'all how, because it was a slow moment for real. What else? But that's it, y'all. Oh, I bought my sister her birthday gifts, because that's what she wanted. And then I don't know if I want to cook anything on Thanksgiving, for real. I literally cook when I feel like it. So if my daddy say I don't gotta cook, that's fine by me, because he gonna be cooking, my grandma gonna be cooking, and my grandma on my mama's side gonna be cooking. So yeah, y'all, if y'all want y'all hair to grow, take biotin, and I mean biotin. Either I use the biotin cream, and then I sometimes use the biotin liquid. Now with this, I could say you can look at it and not turn off the notification. I always do that. Like, I'll look to make sure nothing is happening and not turn off the notification, because it's just a far reach, like very far of a reach. Look. Alright, y'all, I'm back. So I had to finish charting real quick and be done with that. I try to give y'all a little glimpse of what the monitors look like, but every monitor that's available showing a rhythm has a patient's name on it, and there's no way that I can bypass that to show the full rhythm and rate without compromising HIPAA, and I'm not doing that. So alright, so we're gonna just do a update on monitor tech, basically what I have to deal with. So me, again, my daily is I come in here, I write down the patients we have, I write down tele numbers. So that includes availables, that's available boxes that's missing. What are those? Portable boxes with the blood pressures, those are also that available. I can't think of the word right now. I'll probably think about it later, but I do that first. The second thing is I confirm the patients that the person before me wrote down and said they're either still here, they got discharged, or they passed away. I'll write my signature next to the paper, and I'll make a copy for it for the secretary in the morning. third thing I would do is do my personal paper for tallying each person's at 12 o'clock. So at 12 o'clock, we have to put in the PRI and the QRS of the patients, of each patient's heart rhythm. If it's AFib, there will be no PRI. If it's A-flutter, there will be no PRI. If it's sinus, what is it? Sinus rhythm, sinus brady. The regular rhythms, it will be a PRI and a QRS. That's the third thing I do. The fourth thing that I would do is, depending on how rough the day is, I will either put in some stat chest x-rays for the nurses, or I'll put in work orders. So there is a little bit of minor things that are like secretary that I will do because we don't have a secretary at night. I don't know if this is just for everybody, but it is for me, which is fine because sometimes you get very bored, so there's nothing for us to do anyway, so why not just help a nurse out? However, since the nurses aren't back here due to the AC being out, we're just chilling for the most part. Since I'm not in school yet, I don't have anything to worry about. I'm just literally watching videos and making sure these patients are still alive. I actually have to call the patient's nurse because the heart rate is way too high. I don't know what they're doing to her, what they're giving her, what's happening.
Can you bring us a footage sheet of 216, please?
But yeah, I always turn down my walkie every once in a while because sometimes it's a lot and it does not have to do anything for me or to me for my patient. So yeah. 216 leads are off. 216 leads are off. So that's also something I would call for. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, so I'll let them know if there's no connection and the leads are off. Leads are off, I can't see anything. No connection, it's just a whole bunch of like lines. And I still can't see anything, so I'll let them know. I will call a stat if the heart rate just looks crazy. It's showing 0, asystole, or a rapid response. I don't really call cold blues because that's normally something to do with like RT if they're having an issue when RT is in there. And yeah, I would say working as a monitor tech is a great thing when you're trying to just, you know, calm down from a job that you used to hate. I used to do insurance. I will jump back into it maybe next year. That's my plan. And I have a lot more things coming, which I can't wait. I just know there's a lot coming. But it's just like a calm down job. Literally, you have the option to talk to these nurses or don't. Most of them I don't talk to because a lot of nurses have, you know, a lot of stuff going on in life. I'm still pretty young, so I don't have anything to agree with them. Like, I haven't had the lifetime stories. Yes, I will listen to them if they need me to listen, but I don't have anything as for it. I try not to complain when I'm here unless I'm having a super bad day. That's when I'm like, ugh, I'm ready to go home. But, you know, God says not to complain, so I try my best not to complain. And most of the nurses here, all they do is complain because, again, this building is so small. So so there's a lot of like issues within the building. There's a lot of just minor things that need to be fixed. So the nurses get frustrated and all they do is complain. Then there's the fact of some of these nurses don't get along with each other. So it's 3 people. It's me and 2 nurses because they both can only have 2 patients, maybe 3 depending on how bad the night is. But some of these nurses don't get along with each other. I had nurses arguing in front of me and I'm like, just chill, like it's not that serious, let's get this day done with. And to this day they don't work together or they try to avoid each other. It's just like, it's like petty stuff. Like, it's like high school, to be honest, most of the time. But good thing that does not happen with teletext, because again, we're in our own little bubble, like literally. So if you want to talk, if you want to help out, they'll ask us to help out. If they need help, we'll help them out with patient care. Not really like touching, but more of the like pulling or shifting a patient, you know, turning a patient, really. That's about it. I don't wipe nobody, but I don't. That's the one thing that's not in my job description that I probably won't do unless they pay me more. The most I have done is probably, I have seen most of the body parts, so look forward to seeing that. Sorry, y'all. Look, I'm not gonna cut it out because it is raw. Like it's raw and uncut. So look forward to seeing other people's body parts. If you don't like seeing other people's body parts, they make you disgusted, or you just don't feel some type of way, or you got some problems, don't do it, okay? Don't do it. Don't do it. Because you're putting your name on the line. You putting your name on the line. I'm gonna say that. What else? I chart 3 times. 8 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 4 o'clock. And I have to put all my stuff up by 6 or 7. The little papers. These papers, they have to be filled front and back right now because our printer that has just the heart rates is down, basically. We don't have any ink and it's been taking forever, so we've been using these sheets. So what we do is we print out the little 6 seconds. We put them on there. We put heart rate, PRI, QRS, QT, signature, and the rhythm. You have this signature each time you put it in because it is you saying this is what it is, you know. The doctor's gonna ask you. Sometimes the doctors will ask you like, hey, what is this? Or the nurses will be like, you sure that was that? Like, I had a nurse even argue me down about A-flut or AFib. Like, sir, this person has a rhythm, a heart rate of, this person's heart rate is normally AFib. Why all of a sudden today would it change to sinus rhythm? Because you're here? No. It's a very few times when the heart rate will transition back to sinus rhythm, and that's probably based off of medication. But that person was not transitioning. I literally had been there 3 days back to back. Oh my gosh. Sorry. Okay, last time. I've been here 3 days. Listen, working as a teletech, don't even get aggravated. Sometimes I really want to get aggravated, like, ugh, I'm ready to go. But yeah, I can't. So I was here. Jesus, Father, please. I was here 3 days. This is my last time, and it did not transition to AFib, from AFib to sinus rhythm. So it's not happening. So yeah, that's all I can say. If you want to be a monitor tech, please do it. You know, sometimes people are short on monitor techs because nobody really knows about the job. I didn't know about it. I just wanted something outside of insurance, and that's why I was popping up. So I was like, let's find something in the hospital. And I definitely didn't want to be no CNA. I'm sorry to my CNAs. I know y'all are the best, but Treasure can't do it. I can't do it. Yes, I'm the sweetest person when it comes to patients, but I don't want to wipe nobody if it's not a baby. Like, babies, I understand. Grown adults, I can't do it. So yeah, that's just me being me. That's me being honest with myself. If you're gonna do something, be honest with yourself beforehand, because like, why are you doing it and you're not happy? Why are you doing it and you didn't want to do it in the first place? Like, come on now. Yes, you're making good money, but how long is the money gonna make you happy? Not that long. Literally, you're gonna be stressed, pressed, and depressed. So no, don't do it. Don't waste your time. So yeah, that's about it. For all mine, that's all my people that's gonna be an EKG and a monitor tech, please let me know. You know, I'm here to support you all the way through. I mean, I won't be doing this probably long. I'll probably stop next year or when I'm done doing school, because this works great with school. For all my baddies or babies that want to go to school and want to have a good, alright/paying job, alright/good paying job, that's what I meant. Do it. So yeah, I think that's it. If you have any questions, okay, last thing. So the EKG class, if you're taking it as a course, like a course that you paid for, not FAFSA or something that you have to do a part of another course, like nursing. I know you have to do it a part of nursing, but not like that. I mean, like a course that you decide to pay for. It is fast paced, baby. It's like a month and a half, very fast. So pay attention. If you have questions, write them down. And when your teacher has like a break period, or he or she seems to slow down, ask that question. Don't ask the question. Well, for me, when I'm trying to focus, or when I am focused, I never try to ask a question like right then and there, because the teacher's most likely going to answer that question in the next subject or next part. If they don't, then ask it. But you know, a lot of these teachers, when they're moving so fast, they hit every part in such a short period of time. So you can always ask them to repeat it, or you can ask a question. But you know, pay attention, make friends, make it fun. I had literally to get the EKG part, the little where to put it at, I literally had it on my phone for most of my semester. And I may not know the names now, but I definitely know where they're supposed to go, because I can tell the difference when I'm looking at these heart rates. When they're too close, they go all over the place. When they're too far, it's just looking crazy. But when they're just right, like this, maybe like this, they're fine. So right here, right here, right here, right here. If they have breasts, like you put it under their boobs. That I didn't get when I was in school, because you know, I didn't want them touching on me, okay? Oh, make sure you know they are gonna, you know, you are gonna have to be a part of the course. So take off your shirt. You don't take everything else off, but you take off your shirt, and they do boom, 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 and that's it. It's simple, okay? So yeah, I think that's about it. Good luck to y'all girls, y'all boys. Y'all can do this. I love y'all. Peace, joy, love, and keep that man above in your heart, and that man above is Jesus Christ. If you don't know him, please get to know him before time is up, because it's ticking, baby. It's ticking. And I mean, it's not now, but it's ticking. So make sure you know, make sure your brother know, make sure your cousin know who Jesus is before you die. And I say it like that because you may, if you don't know him, you won't have eternal life. And it's sad to say, but a lot of people may not. A lot of people don't right now. So save your soul. Save your soul by getting to know him, okay? Bye! It's Treasure Danae. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.